In a somewhat surprising turn of events, New Jersey lawmakers canceled a planned vote on legalizing recreational marijuana after it became clear they didn't have the votes to get it passed. Our own Monica Guy was at the State House in Trenton. Monica?
That's right, Bill. Governor Murphy says the fight to legalize adult-use marijuana is far from over.
Change is never easy. It takes hard work, and sometimes it takes letting go of long-held opinions. Justice may be delayed, but justice will not be denied.
The overwhelming sentiment in the State House was not never, just not right now.
I know we're doing the right thing by legalizing adult-use marijuana. I know it's the right thing to do, and I believe in it. And, you know, when people say, well, what about this one? About it's an issue that some people have to be worked on to get to the point. But we're not going to give up the effort because, I said earlier, we might have lost a fight, but we're absolutely going to win the war at the end of the day.
The bill would have legalized adult-use marijuana, expanded medical marijuana, and led to expungement of records related to some marijuana convictions.
This was a big bill. It sought to do immense things. It sought to seek social justice for many people who had been denied that for so long. It sought to create a new industry. It sought to change the status quo.
Smart Approaches to Marijuana is a group that lobbied against the bill.
We don't think legalization is coming back for a winning vote. We think that this is done. We agree with one thing Governor Murphy said last week, which was Monday or never. And we think it will be a never at this point because there's just too many unanswered questions.
Democratic strategist Bill Caruso says the biggest challenge for supporters was timing.
The Senate President, the Speaker, and this Governor all worked together to get the votes that they had. And the only reason why I think we came up short, frankly, was because of lack of time.
The bill could come back for a second time around after the budget session, but it might have to wait until after the November elections. That's when all 80 assembly seats are up for grabs. Now, of the 10 states that have already legalized weed, only Vermont has done so via the legislature. The others approved it by a voter referendum. That does remain a possibility, but it will likely wait until the 2020 election. Reporting for Chasing News, I'm Monica Guy. Bill?
Thank you, Monica. All right, let's bring in tonight's A-plus panel. We're joined by Republican strategist Ronica Cleary. Good to see you, Ronica.
Good to be here. Thanks, Bill.
And Democratic strategist and radio talk show host Garland Nixon. Good to see you, Garland.
Great to be here.
All right, Ronica, I'm going to start with you. This is a big loss. Loss for the governor, loss for the Senate president. I mean, he made this statement about we couldn't secure enough votes, and then they decide just tank the vote, not even vote.
Well, you know who it's a win for, Bill? The people of New Jersey. Legalizing marijuana in the state doesn't make New Jersey more appealing. It gives you another reason to leave. You look at the states that have legalized marijuana, you see increases in crime, you see Governor Hickenlooper was openly considering reversing the decision. It doesn't make the state a better place. The idea of taxing it is not going to solve the budget crisis. This is a win for the people.
Garland, the big obstacle was the Black Caucus in the Senate and the Assembly, led by Senator Ron Rice. I talked to him on my radio show this morning, and he said, look, we're going to stand up and be held accountable, and this is a bad bill. Now, he favors decriminalizing it because his whole focus was true social justice for people who are really held back because they've got a record. This didn't do it.
Well, to be as a person who's been a lifelong Democrat, it kind of makes me angry at the Democratic Party. I feel as though this: well over 70% of the people in that party support something, and the party should go in the direction that its constituents ask. I think the people of New Jersey should figure out exactly the people who fought against this bill and hold them accountable. I do have to agree with you on taxes, though. Zero taxes. That's my position. We don't have to tax everything.
You don't have to tax everything. I'm with you on that. I think they could have had a compromise if they left the money out of it. All right, thanks, guys.